Valorant has just revealed some of the biggest user interface changes they have ever shown, and I think it gives a lot of hints towards the future of the game. Let's jump into this. Starting off, let's talk about some past UI changes and some similarities to this one. A little while back, about 5 updates ago, we got a change to the agent UI on the main menu screen, and it felt a little weird that they updated this one part and nothing else. Well, this is the continuation of that, including a brand new end of game screen, brand new loading screens, and a brand new main menu. So let's jump into all of that and more. Starting off, let's look at the new victory and defeat screen, both of which have one goal in mind according to the Valorant team: focusing on the team. Valorant has this very big, emphasis on getting kills and being MVP, but a lot of the time that's not what's important. A lot of the time, your slightly less performant Omen is going to provide more value to the team than your top fragging Reyna. They wanted the victory and defeat screens to be representative of that, and so now it's no longer just focusing on the MVP. While it does still give them spotlight, it shows the entire team, their combat score, their assist, all of that, and it's meant to make it feel like more of a team victory or a team defeat, which I think is really great. But it also pushes forward on this more modern design with more transparent layers, a more vibrant and colorful aesthetic, and overall just makes it seem more modern. You also have to consider Valorant is getting a mobile version soon, and so they are going to want all of the interfaces to look the same, and this is one that I think is going to look good on PC, but also work well on mobile. Overall, looks really good. Next, let's talk about something that's a little bit bigger and I think actually a little bit more revealing, and that is this new queue menu. Yeah, it's a lot. There's a lot of changes. Let's go over some of them. I think the biggest change, and this is not going to seem like that big of a change, is the fact that competitive is now in the upper left, and it has a little back arrow. So what that means is instead of going into a queue menu and then selecting a mode, you're going to select a mode and then it's going to pull up a party for you to go into that mode. And that can show two things. That can show non-traditional formats. So like, for example, the tournament mode when that comes out, game modes that are maybe individual, or game modes where maybe it's 6v6 or 3v3. The UI is going to be able to adapt to that, and so it should be much more future-proof that there can be these different modes. Think about if they were to add like a capture the flag style game mode. It would feel kind of awkward in the game mode tabs up there, and they don't get a lot of room to describe the game modes. I'm imagining the screen before this shows all the game modes, shows a cool picture, and describes them so that they can have a more diverse set of modes. They wanted to remove a lot of the visual clutter, and overall I think it looks really good, but the fact that competitive is now a category you click on and then click play, I think is just really representative of the future of Valorant and game modes. But we do see a couple other things. We see the friends list going to the upper right. We see the start button staying in the same spot, but we see new ranked icons. We also see that the messages are in the bottom right, and so is settings. So it's an overall rebalance of where everything is located. And again, this is probably focusing more on the mobile interface. Having big icons for unrated, competitive, tournament mode, all of that is going to make it a lot easier on a touch-first interface. And so preparing Valorant for that launch is going to be a pretty big deal. Overall, I think it looks more modern. Next, they are doing little changes. So for example, match found is more colorful, more vibrant, and has more motion to it. Similarly, the versus screen is now bigger with more emphasis placed on the player cards and the actual characters. They do a lot of stuff to make it look a lot better, and it makes you really feel like there's this versus aspect to it. Overall, I think it looks really great. They say there's more coming, and I'm not sure if this is necessarily launching in the next update. At least some of this is. They said they're going to start rolling it out with the next update. Overall, I think these are really, really great changes and make the game feel fresh and new, and it's really good when you're considering something like Overwatch 2 just launched. Valorant needs to stay up to date. I want to know all of your guys' thoughts in the comments down below. Do you think this new UI looks better? Do you have issues with it? I want to know all that in the comments down below. I personally like it. I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.